Okay, so let's start first of all with the card. So we're going to do a nice 5x7 card, and we are going to be using our beautiful Hands and Banners die set. I've got quite a few pieces cut because obviously we've got lots of little hands and things that we want to use on here. So let's just make a start on this and show you exactly what we're going to create. So as you can see, I've got quite a few pieces cut, and this is using our beautiful Love is in the Air pad. Now you can get this as a digital download, I believe, which is what I've used. Printed them out, really easy to do, and honestly when you look at this pad you will love it. It's not just to be used for love. You've got stripes in there, you've got roses, you've got flowers, you've got all kinds of stripes and things like that. So it's a really lovely collection of papers which I'm sure you will enjoy. So we've got the 5x7 card blank here, and what I'm going to do, I've taken a piece of the lovely teal paper, and I'm going to just go around the edge with some of our ink, and we're using the Oasis ink here, that nice kind of tealy blue colour, just to lift the edges and kind of frame the paper. So I'm going to go all the way around like that, and then that can go in place onto the card, and we're leaving a little white edge just around there, just so that it kind of brings in any white that we're going to put in the card. So I think we will put that on. I'm going to use my glue for that, so I'm going to use my tacky glue, and we will pop that onto the front, and then we'll move on to the next piece of paper. So let's make sure that glue is coming out. Yes, it is. So we'll go right down to the bottom, all the way around the edge, and I do like to get as close to the edge as I can, but not putting it on too thick, so that when we press it down it doesn't ooze out at the side. Yeah. But I do like using tacky glue. I've used tacky glue for years, so it's a good one to have, whether you're a beginner crafter or whether you're experienced.
Like you say, less is always more, isn't it, with your glue? Yeah,
definitely. And it's always good to show different ways of using different adhesives, because everyone likes to, you know, go with what they're comfortable with.
Yeah.
So now we've got the paper on there, so what we're going to do now, we're going to bring in a slightly smaller piece, and I've gone with a contrast here, both in colour and in pattern, and I've already inked around the edge of this with our Chinese red ink, because it kind of works really well on here. And when we put this onto the project, we will actually lay it flat. Now what I didn't do, and I think our lovely Vision Mixer probably showed the cards, but I didn't even bring that in to show you. So this is what we're going to recreate. So as I said before, this could work for anything. You don't have to put love you. It could be birthday, it could be well done, it could be you're invited.
Congratulations.
Anything like that. Congratulations, yeah. Happy Mother's Day. It could be anything, you know, good luck. So this is what we're going to recreate. So if I leave that there, then you can see that, because then at least you know what we're aiming for. So this is going to go onto here. Now you'll notice I've taken a white pen, and I've just done a few freehand lines and a few little crosses just with a white gel pen, just to bring in a little bit of something different on there. And then we're going to pop that onto a bit of white as well. And that's already pre-cut, so I can pop that on there, and then that will go flat onto the card. So again, it's, you know, once you've got this layout, you could be using different papers like further into the year. You could be using it as, you know, Christmas time. You could use it at Easter. I think once you've got the layout, then that is kind of the starting point really, and that helps you then, if you recreate the layout, you know, 10, 15 times, however many, with lots of different collections. It'll look different every time because you're using different papers and different colours as well. So it will always look different to your original, which is always good. So now we can attach this onto here. So this is going to go on here flat as well. We will raise some up to get some dimension, but for now we're just doing the flatter pieces. All right, let's just go down there again with some tacky glue. Just going to go across like that and down, and then we'll tilt that. Now when I put it on like this, I normally try and aim for about the same amount of space at the top here and the same amount of space at the sides, just so that I get it on a kind of reasonably good matching angle, and because we're using the tacky glue there, it means we can just move it. It's not quite right. So I'm happy with how that is on there. So what we've done now, I've taken another of the papers that have got the, this time the little red roses on.
Yeah.
And this is the envelope, like what would it be, the back of the envelope, but if you do it in the patterned paper, it looks like it's a really posh envelope, which is what we love. And then the front section here. Now, because I'm going to make a miniature card and kind of angle that in there, I wanted to put this on pads. So this will go flat onto the project, and then this will go onto here. So again, I'm going to bring in the red ink, and I'm going to go around the edge like that, just so that it lifts that and it highlights it, and it kind of frames it nicely. It makes it stand out a little bit more than it would if we hadn't put the ink on there. And I feel as well it makes it a little bit more kind of vintage-like.
Yeah.
Which is always nice, especially if you've got paper that's got lots of like roses on, and you know, of that age, kind of works nicely. And of course, it's the colour for hearts and for love, isn't it? So
yeah,
it's always good to put that colour on anyway. So what we'll do now is we're going to pop this onto here. Okay, we're not going to stick that on just yet, but we'll put the front of the envelope on here, and then we know that's in place. And I'm just using some of our foam pads, and I've left a little gap here just so that we can get the end of the card in there. So just line that up, make sure that's nice and even, press that down, and there we've got our little make-believe envelope, which is really cute, isn't it? I love that. I love it. And then I've taken a piece of red card. Now I'm going to give you the size of this to fit in the envelope. So this measures just under 4 inches by 2 3/4. And basically what I did was I kind of measured this. So I did it to look like it was going to fit in that envelope, or it had been in that envelope. So we've got one set of hands that we've got 2 different hands, and I've done them in different coloured cardstock to denote like that they are different people. So someone is giving the card, giving the envelope, and someone is taking the card out of the envelope. So that was my idea for this. So what we need to do, we can put that in there, we can just push it in a little bit, and we'll do that once we've got the arm and the hand done. Now I've taken another of the papers, and this is really cute because this is full of hearts. Again, I've gone around the edge with some of the Chinese red ink, and then that can go in place on the card. And I've also gone around the little mini card with it as well. And then what we're going to do is stick that on. And then I'm going to do a little technique that it's something that I haven't really tried before. And I didn't have it in mind, but then once I'd done it, I thought, oh, I quite like that. So I thought, well, I'll share that with you. So what I've done, I've cut out the heart, which is again also in the hands and banners set. But I wanted to put it on a bit of an angle like that. So I wanted to have this point here on the card and this point here. So I'm just looking at like I've got 2 little lumps on from the centre of the heart, and then like 1 and a bit there.
Yeah.
And that's where I want to position it. So I'm going to turn it over, snip up there because we don't need that bit. So we've got like a little bit of a heart on the angle as well. And then what I want to do with this is I want to stamp on it. Now I couldn't find my little rocker block in my bag, but this would work anyway. I'm just using a little acrylic block because I want to overstamp with a different colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little bit of this on here. Now I did a little technique when I was doing this. When I pat the ink on here, because this is water reactive dye ink, so what will happen with this, it goes on and it doesn't kind of soak in straight away. It gives you a bit of time to spray it and get some interesting effects. But what I did do with it, instead of tapping it on, I actually slid it across like that, a bit like sometimes we do when we're using our letterpress.
Yeah.
So we're kind of smoothing it over. So what I did, went along there like that, and then we're going to stamp that onto there. Okay. And I'm not going to press too hard. You'll see it leaves a little kind of sweat texture, which I quite liked. So then I thought, okay, let's do that with the U as well. So we're going to swipe it across again. You can do it either way, that way or that way. It doesn't really matter. Do a pat at first and then spread that across. So when you stamp it, It gives you a really unusual effect. So I thought, okay, we'll pop that on there. And I thought, when I put it on the card, I thought, oh my goodness, it's not going to stand out as much as I want it to. So what I've then done is I've stamped over the top with red. Okay, so we're going to put red on top of there. Again, you can just swipe it a little bit. I'm not doing it too heavy. And then I've lined it up over the top, but moved it slightly. So you'll have to look over the top of this so that you can see where your blue is underneath. And what you're going to do is just stamp that over the top, like that. So you get that like shadow effect. And then we're going to do it with the other one as well. So let's do the little U. Okay. And then we'll just do that on there as well, like that. So you see we've got a shadow effect. It's almost a bit three-dimensional. And then if you bring in one of your red pens, so this is the Colorista pen, and what I'm going to do is quickly do some stitches just around here like this, and just some faux stitching.
Yeah.
Like that. So it looks like we've stitched the heart in place, and then we will stick this onto the little card, and then a couple more stitches on there like that. And then what you can do as well, you can add some little dots onto your words, so it just lifts it away from the blue a little, like that. Still giving that shadow effect, but it's now lifted the love a little bit, made it a little bit kind of more visible. It's kind of coming off the page a little bit more now. I thought it was quite unusual.
Yeah.
And it looks quite quirky as well. So what we're going to do now, we can stick that straight onto our project here, and then what we'll do, pop that on there, and that can then go into the little envelope like that. So we'll stick the envelope on now because we know that that card is going to just sit in there. So again, this will go on an angle as well. So we've got, that can go there like that. Okay. And then this one can just tuck in there like that. And we can add a little bit of glue under there just to hold that top bit down, because the bottom of the envelope is going to hold that in place. Okay. And then let's get that over there. So now what we need to do, we've just got our little hands now. So we've done a stripy sleeve with the stripes going down from one of the other papers that's in the digital kit. Okay, so we will do that like that. And we'll just give that a second to dry. We'll pop the other sleeve on here. We'll just do the glue on the edge of the hand, like that. And then we've got a cuff to go on that one too. So let's just do the little cuff on there like that. They actually look like they're in the pyjamas, I feel.
They do look like they're in the pyjamas, actually.
But we've got a contrast there. Lots of people wear matching pyjamas, don't they? They wear them
especially around Christmas time.
Christmas time, yeah, absolutely. Christmas time is a good time for everyone to be wearing matching pyjamas. So what we're going to do then, I'm going to pop a couple of pads here, just on the sleeve, like that. And then I'm not putting any on the hands, because I need to slide the hand just underneath here like this. And I actually took an envelope and I put it in my hand to see how I would hold it. And then just to see, I actually did it, you know, in person to make sure it would work. So we've got the little hand there like that, and then our other little hand will come down here. Scissors. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, that came from nowhere. Do beg your pardon. Okay, so what we need to do now, to make it look like it's going to lift the card out of the envelope, we need to just separate the finger from the thumb. Okay, so just do that with your scissors. And then what we are going to do, put a little pad on there to lift that sleeve as well. And put that one on there. And then again, we can add a little bit of glue to the index finger, and that will just go behind the little card, the mini card. Okay, so let's do that. So a bit on the index finger there. And then that we can pop that one in place. Now, what you do with this, you might need to cut a little bit off your sleeve, but you can do that once it's in position, just so that it looks like that. If we tilt that up there like that, and what we'll do is we'll just trim the edge off there, because you might only be able to do it once you've got it in position, like that. And then what we'll do, we'll pop a few hearts on as though they're coming out of the envelope. Okie dokie, so we've got some red, and I've used some little scraps to kind of cut the hearts, because I thought, well, we've got lots of little scraps here, so let's use those. And the die is also on the hands and banners set, so it makes it nice and easy to put them on, cut them out and put them on. But if you've got a little punch, you could do that as well. And let's pop a couple of pads under the bigger hearts, like that, just to lift a couple of them up. So it gives us that kind of effect as though they are coming out and coming up. Let's do this one as well. So let's grab another one of those and put that on there, like that. I've got another couple to pop on. Let me just, I did do an extra one, so we were just going to put the smaller ones at the bottom now, and these can just be glued on. So we'll have one here, just bobbing out of the envelope. We'll have another one here, and I'm using contrasts. So if I've got like a teal one, then I do a red one, and then I'll do a stripy one, just to make sure it looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
And then we need to pop another one here. So we've got another small one here and one more big one. And then we are good, I think. I think then we have completed our little project.
Perfect.
But again, as I say, you could be using this to, you know, for a birthday card. Let's stand these up and show you these. So that's the original, and that's the one we've just done. Just varying just a little bit, but again, really nice, unusual card to do, and hopefully you will have a go and come up with something with your own design on there.